Hey guys, sorry about the long delay. I've been in the process of moving house and country. Yeah, it's been quite stressful actually, especially on my dog. He doesn't even look like himself anymore. Anyway, we're back in Norway and I thought the best way to mark that was to make lefse, a soft flatbread tortilla-ish creation. And being a Norwegian dish, the main ingredient of course is gonna be potatoes. 1 kilogram to be exact. I'm using asterisk potatoes, but anything waxy or red is gonna work. Place into a large pot and cover with cold water before placing on high heat. Once boiling, crank down the heat and maintain a steady simmer for about 20 minutes or until tender. Drain your potatoes and allow them to cool for just long enough until you can barely touch them before peeling using a butter knife. Run your potatoes through a grinder on the coarse setting. It is important to do this while they are still hot, that way all the starch will be activated, resulting in a cohesive final product. If the only grinder you have is an app on your phone, you can get away using a potato ricer instead. Change to a fine plate and run everything through once more. Time to add the last 2 ingredients of this 3 ingredients recipe, which is 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Work together until you have a shaggy dough and pour onto your work surface. Gently knead the dough until it comes together. Before setting aside, we're gonna roll it into a sausage and cut into 8s. Some special equipment can come in real handy. First of all, this Lefse pinne or Lefse stick, which is just a long, flattened wooden stick used to turn the lefse around. Secondly, this specialized rolling pin with a square pattern used to grip the dough more easily. Generously flour a piece of dough, and just to show you that a regular rolling pin can be used, I'm gonna do that first. Very gently roll out the dough, allowing the weight of the rolling pin to do most of the work. Turn it quite often using the stick as demonstrated here, and be sure to flour each side generously before you start rolling. Keep doing this until you reach a thickness of approximately 2 mm or as thin as you can get it, before setting aside. Next up, we're gonna cook our lefse, and for this ideally you would want a large griddle such as this. Preheat on high before placing your lefse on top and folding it out. Leave it there for about 60 seconds or until you see it starts bubbling. Turn it over to reveal that beautiful color and pattern on the bottom. And if you've done your job correctly and with a bit of luck, it's gonna start swelling like a pita bread. Leave it for another 45 to 60 seconds, and while you're waiting, puncture a few holes using a knife to release any trapped air. Brush off any excess flour before folding together and placing between some kitchen towels to keep warm. Remove any excess flour off the griddle before using it again, that way it doesn't burn. For this next one, I've used the specialized rolling pin with the pattern, and as you can see it has become quite a bit larger. And as stated before, this is because it will grip and distribute the dough evenly throughout. So the specialized rolling pin is highly recommended, but you'll definitely get by without one. Speaking of getting by, some of you may not have a large griddle as this one, and in that case you can just use a normal cast iron pan. Preheat on high and just use a smaller piece of dough. We in Norway call this not lefse but lompe. It's the same thing, only a bit smaller, but please believe me when I say that a small size does not put a damper on satisfaction. Please believe me. These undersized baked goods is actually how we usually serve our normal sized sausages in this crazy country. It may seem a bit weird, I know, but it's pretty darn good. Anyway, the main attraction here is the lefse, and these are looking great. They work great for both sweet stuff like sugar and cinnamon, or some sweet cheese, or savory stuff as say meats or smoked salmon. But today I'm gonna go with sweet and using this honey I just got from a friend. Smear on an abundant amount, wrap it up and stuff it in your mouth. This tradition food is great tasting and perfect for a snack or part of a meal. I easily wolfed down 3 of them. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Oh, right, forgot about you. I'll hook you up with some leverpostei if that's okay.